And then the next one on the list is oof, one of my least favorites, punishment and discipline, which includes things like public humiliation, maybe demotions at a job or in your church. And physical harm is a big one. And
Yeah.
I'll add mental harm to that as well.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I
Mhm.
mean, physical harm, the most obvious there is, well, a domestic abuse situation. We understand what's going on there. But we're not really far away from thinking that spanking children is an okay way to coerce them to do what we want.
Right.
There are definitely still parents that think that's the way, even
Hmm.
though we have all these studies to show the psychological harm that comes from using corporal punishment on a child.
Is there any study out there that shows, oh, yeah, it's a good thing to physically abuse someone
Oh, fuck no.
to get them to learn? Nothing,
No, of
correct?
course not, because it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. Our brains tend to not be very good at learning new things when they're in fight or flight. And if you're worried that you're going to get your ass smacked, I mean, that puts you in line pretty quick
Right.
to respond to that punishment or even the threat of punishment.
And I've said it before, us as children, if we are getting physically abused for not obeying uh, someone who we look at as an authority figure, what happens later on? We get out into the dating world and we start dating someone who's extremely manipulative, controlling, toxic, and the same thing happens. We get physically abused for not obeying. And then all of a
Yep.
sudden we think it's okay because that's what we were taught as children. And I've had people tell me too, like, oh, well, spanking's not physical abuse. Really? It's not. Having your pants ripped down and then screaming and writhing in agony because you're in so much pain and shock that someone who is supposed to love you is completely overstepping your autonomy.
Exactly. It is your body. The only fucking, I'm sorry for all the fucks today. The only
Why are you
fucking thing,
apologizing?
the only thing we come into this world with is our body. We don't own anything else. We don't own other bodies. We shouldn't anyway.
Yeah.
And to be told in no uncertain terms that it isn't yours and that I'm bigger than you and so therefore I win this game, yuck. Yuck.
And children, no doubt. For some reason in this country, especially, it's still okay to physically harm a child, what, on their ass, their bare fucking ass, but you're not allowed to hit their face. I'm like, you're hitting their body either way. What difference does it make what part you are attacking? And is it
Because
okay to do
marks
that
on a
to
face
adults?
make people uncomfortable and you can't see them on an ass.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know, but that's what it seems like to me, and it makes me mad.
I've even heard of some situations where people get into BDSM because it's sort of like taking their power and control back.